Hello everyone and welcome back to Panzer Corps, where I'm playing the Grand Campaign of 940. This is the last mission. Also have need information on that city, and yes indeed I did miss a capturable char there, and thus with it a nice 400 prestige chunk. But oh well, you can't have it all, I guess. Like I said, if I remembered that earlier, then I would have attacked the city earlier. It was definitely within my reach to actually take that unit, but I thought that I could just take the city on the last hex, so as to not take any damage on my units, because I would like take 1 or 2 damage maybe. Yeah, so then in the pre-final turn, I remembered like, oh yeah, I believe you get a unit here. But then it was too late, and I could not deal enough damage anymore. Like, I could have if I gotten lucky, but I didn't get it ultimately. So yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, but let's just get on with it. Final mission, Maginot Line, and yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. One last bastion of French resistance remains standing, Herr General, the forts of the Maginot Line. Despite orders to stand down from their own leaders, the men of the forts have refused to lay down their arms, so you must take them by force. Your objective is to secure as many fortifications as possible, silencing the guns of the Maginot Line as you go. The French have absolutely no air support and little armor left, but you should not underestimate the ability of the French forts to resist your assaults. Be especially wary of the fortified city of Metz, as well as the guns of Fauquemont and Longuyon. To assist you against these defenses, several heavy rail guns have been temporarily placed at your disposal, along with several formations of infantry and auxiliaries. The Maginot Line was supposed to be the shield of France and their first line of defense. How ironic that they should be the very last to fall in this campaign. Let's go to the briefing. To the deployment screen at the briefing, right. So the previous mission, aside for that bonus unit, went fairly smoothly, so I guess repairs will be light. Yeah, I can offer up 8 for elites on you. They still remain above 2 stars then. Oh, the deer definitely regulars. I'm still thinking about him, maybe. Elites or regulars as well. I'll think about it. Regulars, definitely regulars. Elites, and if they remain above 2 stars, regulars is all the way. Yeah, it's too bad that they got hurt. I'm not too worried here with the amount of stars that they have right now. I think we can get back up there. As long as we eventually can get to 3 stars later on, once we start hitting Barbarossa, I think we'll be fine. I want to keep up to 3 stars once we start up in Russia, and keep that as a baseline. And I think that as long as we can reach that, I should be able to keep on going with regular replacement. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about the strategy for this mission. So, for this mission, there are many flags actually. So, we'll hopefully be gaining a ton of prestige as well. Yeah, we will be dealing with the fortifications of the Maginot Line pretty much from all sides here. We only get to deploy in the south, and as usual I want to split up my forces into 2 separate groups. One group over on this side, which will go to the northern cities, so taking Verdun and as well, and then moving up towards the heavier fort of Longuyon, taking whatever other fortification hexes as we go along. Yeah, so head up north, and then they will head south towards, southeast towards Metz. So these forces moving up north, clearing out everything there, and then moving towards the south towards Metz. The other group down here will instead head all the way towards Saverne, try to capture all of this, and this. Of course, there will be again a heavy fort at Sageburg. They didn't say that, I think, in this mission. In the mission briefing, right? They were talking about Metz, Falquemont, and Longuyon. So, not necessarily as powerful a fort as in these other ones. Not sure, though. I will have to see once I approach the territory. Yeah, Falquemont and Metz. So, basically, these forces will move towards this forest here, and then pretty much just move up, clear this terrain, and then move upon Metz as well. We have these forces up in the north. These forces will pretty much just go down, and then these forces here will pretty much try to stick it up to the northern section. Well, it's not problematic, but the heavy railguns can only move along the rail, and thus those rails do dictate how these guys are going to move, because the rail here follows pretty much through Saarbrücken, then going down towards this area, whereas there's another rail which is going into Bouzonville, and then can either move up or also down, but I'm going to move it up here so it can assist near Metz. I believe these guys have a range of 5, if I'm not mistaken. Can I see that here? A range of 4, but that's still higher than anything else we have. So, yeah, those guys are there. Then there's also another gun down here, which has to go through this here forest before it can really do anything. But there are probably mines along these fields, so I definitely want to bring some engineers here. So very likely for this mission I will actually bring 2 engineers, but I'll see. It does not really matter where I deploy which group, but I think I want to have the 7th Panzer Division down here and then the 1st Panzer Division up there, because I want Ole Deer in the south, I think. There are more flags down here than up north, so I kind of expect somewhat less resistance up north than down in the south. Yeah, that's basically the idea. So we have no opposition of our air force, so we can pretty much deploy both of the bombers. And we don't need to deploy any fighters, so I get to deploy some extra air units here. Probably gonna deploy both of these. And then both in the north and in the south, I will also have some bombers. Now, I did upgrade one of them to the long range one. And I kind of want to upgrade the other one to the long range one as well, 87R. So let's deploy both of you. Oh. So pretty similar groups here, but this one will go to the north, this one to the south, and we don't need any of the fighters. We get to deploy 25 units here as well, so 1 more than in the previous mission, but now that we've deployed the air forces, I pretty much want to deploy 10 forces down here and 8 up in the north. I mean 9, why is it 8 is beyond me. Yeah, so let's see, I'm actually gonna deploy the anti-aircraft gun as well. The thing is that the anti-aircraft gun is really good against fortifications. So I really have to question myself. Like I believe most of the forts are the big cannons and not the strongholds. I don't know how they call them, like bunkers or something. But yeah, because they're not strongholds, but are actually like ranged artillery, I'm not too sure whether I can actually use these to good effect. But yeah, I'll see. Either way, because I am going to deploy the 78th Artillery Regiment down in the south. Let's see, definitely putting the artillery as much forward as we can. Don't know about that city, but I will definitely deploy the pioneers, I guess, down here so they can immediately attack and take it. Oladier is a long range, so they can sit to the back a little bit. Let's see though, I think I also want to take the towed anti-tank gun for the 7th Panzer Division. So that's the 42nd Panzerjägerabteilung. They're going to be a bit in the back. And then, because they have Albert Kershaw, which is still not at 2 stars of experience because I keep giving him regular replacements, I do not need a recon down here. Let's see though, because I actually get to deploy the 6th and the 7th. Let's put the spawning one up front, and I can go with another infantry here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's not do that. Let's at least deploy the Panzer II. And I'll be deploying, I guess, this infantry. If I want to take this city in one go, kinda have to place the artillery here so I can move it up and take that city as well. It's pretty close to whatever they might have there. So that might become a bit of an issue. This is 9 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can deploy one more. Let's actually deploy the 670th Panzerjägerabteilung. Alright. So we got those on the wraps. Now for the north. I'm still... I'll probably actually sell this once we get to Russia. I'm actually not really interested in keeping it because it's a spotting unit, and like it got a spotting hero, and because most of these things got destroyed in early 1941 in Barbarossa, like whatever was left of these guys. At some point, I believe, like in 1942, they only had around 6 left, so 5 or 6 or something. So it definitely, I'm gonna sell these. Either way, I do want to deploy you. And because I'm going to get rid of this thing, I'll just deploy the other towed artillery here as well. I also don't think that having the Sturmpanzer is all that necessary here. Probably because most of the enemies are static, and it's not as if we're really racing like on the other missions such as Dijon. Like most of these territories are relatively close. So yeah, it's a bit different here. So 1st Panzer will go with the 4th Recon. They can sit to the back a bit. Definitely 1, 2, 3. So I actually need to put you to the back. I will have a 4 moving infantry here as well, but right, movement 4, yeah. But let's deploy you so you get to attack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can also take it with the recon from this position. Let's deploy you. The Grenadiers, 2 of them, I will deploy a little bit to the back. Definitely going for the other Pioneer Battalion too. I actually get to deploy 1 more unit on this side. So for this one, once again deploying one of the Panzer IIs, and I guess it doesn't matter which of these 2 it's gonna be. So let's deploy the one with the highest close defense, regular defense then. Panzer III, okay. And then I still have 1 unit for these guys to deploy. Don't want to deploy a 3rd Grenadier there. But otherwise it'll just be a 3rd Infantry. Kinda both are necessary. I'm actually gonna deploy the anti-aircraft gun, I think. Nah, it's just so not good against any other units. I actually had a bit of a loss here on what to deploy. I guess another infantry. If anything, I would like to deploy more artillery, but I'm not allowed to. Although I think, because basically for these, the only infantry, we're not deploying one of the infantry, one of the tanks we're also not deploying, so it isn't really such a far stretch to deploy the last part of the artillery on this map only. Yeah, I actually think that's fine. Like, because we're deploying so much of that unit anyway, I'm actually gonna switch these out for the Panzer Regiment. So because I'm deploying so much of these guys anyway, with the exception of the this part of the Schützen Regiment, like I'm deploying every other part of that division, I think I actually do get to deploy that 3rd artillery. I actually think that's fair. And then 2 for these, because we're not deploying everything. There's still 2 Panzers that didn't get deployed. You know, this part of the 1st Schützen Regiment. So there's more to this side that's not being deployed than to this side. Yeah, we're not deploying the recon either, I guess. So in that way it's fair, but that's about it. So as far as composition goes, I think we can do this. Let's get started. Maginot line, here we go. Well, it seems like they have an anti-tank on there. Also allows me to do a bit of spotting immediately. So that's nice. Probably fine just to go up with the tank. Oh. Or not. That endeavor with that tank almost cost me my first damage. It's actually pretty sad. Alright, let's get in there. And I guess especially for a first turn, just try to get up as much as possible. If they have fortifications, they will probably have a vision of 4. Maybe I should have taken my anti-tank gun. Yeah, they'll probably, like, the fort likely has a range of 3, and then they can see things up to 4 hexes probably if that's what's there. I would be glad to take a look. You have both vision of 1, so, well, it doesn't matter which of these two it is. If either of them has a bunker with a vision of 4, we know where to put our units. So they do. And these trunk points do have vision of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to be careful. They probably have anti-aircraft guns here, but they'll probably be fine up here. One, two, three, 4. So they can already see a unit if it would be in there, but not likely in here. So let's place the artillery here, so next turn I can actually shell there. And try to take that city. Probably only need 1 artillery for that. But if I move here, they'd be spotted. Alright, only the tank left. There we go. Get pushed back, and I might. Ugh. Uh-oh. Probably best to start damaging that already. But like I said, I have to be careful with the range because, yeah. Okay, let's just take a look here too. So they might go out and attack, but I can't really get in there, especially since I can't actually shell them. So I think though at that point I do want to move out here, just in case something weird might happen, although that's unlikely. Not so keen on using all the deer here actually. Although supposedly this would destroy it. And these guys are naturally just gonna move up to attack there. So I'd rather use these, and unless there's a bunker here, it's not visible. What's your defense? 18. That's quite nice. Maybe I should have moved this artillery more to the front when I started. What's your vision? 1. So if they're gonna move through here, there's pretty much no way for me to save this guy, or to get experience with the AT gun, because if they see this, if they have a bunker here, 1, 2, 3, 4, then they would try to go around in order to attack this, and then they would run into that. But it's unclear at this point whether they do. So at vision of 1, still want to be a bit careful. They have vision of 2, of course. So then putting you here. It should work out then. Alright, down here. This is a bit tricky because I guess they can go down. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So you can move here. Already attack this. Probably suppress it somewhat. You don't have a truck, eh? Well, I don't mind putting a unit out here. Yeah, they had a 5 strength unit, as expected. Taking down these fortifications might be more challenging. We'll see. Okay, they still have some moving tanks. And just some units that are still might move up or down, apparently. Like it's not as if all of their units are static. It seems like. So that's good to know. I think especially something like that tank might still be somewhat dangerous. So since there was no anti-aircraft, I think just using my air forces to... Oh yeah, they did have a bunker. So these guys didn't move, regardless of whether there was a bunker. Still taking the city though. We're down to 10-4. How does that hold up with the infantry? Not good enough. So I guess for now I'll just be using Oladir. Finish that off. So why don't you have the initiative? So I don't really get how that works. Even with me having 3 more initiative, shouldn't it be that he doesn't get an attack in? I have to brush up on my game mechanics because this is like I don't really see how that works. I get that he hit me, that's fine, but like I have 3 extra initiative, so then which of my... Is it like these 3 rolls? Are these the first? I always thought that these were the first. But if they start from this side, then it would make sense. I get 3 rolls before him, of which 1 suppresses, 1 kills, and 1 fails. And at that point, we both... Like, he still has a hit. So then on the 4th initiative, kind of like the first 3 are only for me. And then on the 4th... I and the enemy hits, and then afterwards, no, because then he would get another hit in. Oh no, because one of it is already killed and one is already suppressed, so he only has 1 attack left out of the 3 strength. And then, yeah, okay, that would explain it. So then, if I have this initiative, it starts from here, so not from here, from here. And then indeed 1, 2, 3, like that. That will make sense with that outcome. Okay. So then at least it's clear to me how that's working. Oh, you cannot get in there, huh? That's pretty bad. But with double artillery protection, I'll be fine. Just need to make sure that these guys won't attack. Ah, luckily you can get in there. Okay, that's all I need. I think these guys will help suppression. I think. But I'm not too sure actually now. I'm actually gonna shell this in the hopes of destroying it. And they also have vision of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They can always see that. Well, they might try to go around. I don't think they would try that, but okay, let's check this side. There's nothing there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where I put the AT gun. Not for now, indeed. That's only the lower part. This is gonna be a pretty long mission. 1, 2. So I actually don't want to clear these mines, I think. Actually, I think I do. If I ever want to move these units out over to this side, because they actually cannot attack meds from this side, I kind of have to do that. Yeah. All right. So I do want to clear that, but I want to do that from that position. So it's a bit of a waste of the gun ammo, but. Although the enemy can fire at my unit then. Yeah, I have to be careful of that thing's range. So maybe just attack from here. And just see what's there. fortification. Okay. So these tanks, they cannot reach this because for tanks hills is movement of 2. So I should 1, 2, 3. Yeah, should be fine. They might attack though. Alright, well unfortunately I can't do anything with them. If necessary, I might move these guys up and attack that on the next turn, but it's probably not gonna be a thing. I don't know. They will repair surely, so we'll see. Yeah, as long as I stay out of that fort's range, I'll be fine. I do expect them to have some anti-aircraft in the area, but can't really look for that yet. I have to say that I'm not the biggest fan of moving infantry in here, but I probably don't really have a choice. Yeah, just like I do expect them to have anti-aircraft in the middle there. 1, 2, 3. Is this the one with +1 movement? No, so I do have to be careful, like how does is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still move back, but this doesn't give me extra vision. Alright, maybe I'll destroy it. No. That's fine. It just depends on their movement. Like they have 3 movement, so they could technically attack anything that's in there, but I can't really put anything in there anyway, except the tank. Alright, if they had any anti-aircraft gun actually in this range, I probably would have already seen it, or would have gotten attacked, that is. Okay, so I will get hit by that fort here. Yeah, moving forward can be pretty tricky if they can see everything, but I think I'm willing to gamble them coming down and attacking some of these units just so I can keep moving. And they have a range of 3, so they can't actually shell me here, and that will also allow me to move some of my units further up. They're unlikely to be able to put a unit in here. And then I still have the artillery if necessary. Alright, actually gonna put these over here. So that was their only attack, huh? I would think the same applies down here probably, like for any anti-aircraft. It would have likely already done something. So moving in here will prompt an attack by that thing. But I'd also like to destroy that. And 1, 2, 3, I can attack it at least from this side. Do some recon. Push it in here. Wow. That is not really what I was looking for, but that is nice. It's a nice hit. Right, so I had been hoping to attack this, but that's not gonna happen now. I will have to take a damage from this thing too. Still curious what's out there. I can't see that from here, unfortunately. So finish you off. Finish you off as well. And I will have to start bombing this before long in order to lower its ammunition. I can shell it here. Technically I have a longer range, so that's good. So what I could do here is I could try to destroy the bomber. No. Because if I would have been able to do that, then I could have kept all the deer out of range of that thing. But that's now not really possible. So let's just go and finish that off. And again, I think this does give me artillery protection, but I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I think it does. I'll move 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll move these guys here so that I can shell that on the next turn too. Also don't know what's here, so that might also hit me, but that's why I'm putting this artillery forward. They're not that favorably positioned though. Well, first off, could try to check what's down there. I can do that with you. They have +2 defense. One, two, three. Oh, well. At least I know now. Because what I wanted to do here is move down with these guys and then attack. But now that I know that there's mines, that's not gonna happen. As silly as it is, I'd rather attack the mines then. And I got lucky that they got destroyed, because now I can just keep moving there. So I guess I'll soften the entrenchments on these. Not too keen on taking the city. I already shelled these guys for a little bit so that they're easier to take down the next turn. I can't move through here anyway unless I destroy these bunkers, so I kinda have to anyway. Yeah, let's start hitting them. Ooh, very nice. But most importantly, to start lowering their ammunition pretty much. These guys are somewhat weaker, so it's less crazy to deal with that. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Alright, how will my infantry hold up now? Not too shabby. There are these guys, they might go down. If no artillery support on mine. That's the thing I'm a bit afraid of, that this French infantry will go down, but I could also just attack like this. Like, I will always be in range of this fort at some point. And because they have this infantry up front, it's going to be tough enough to break through that anyway. I can't destroy the infantry, even if I wanted to, because I don't have the air units to do that. What I will do though is I'm going to move these guys up to aid the destruction of the bunker, because that's going to be tough enough with the infantry, I think, as it is. So I can send these already here, revealing more mines. Okay, fair enough. What I can do though is take the city. Do I need to destroy those mines? I don't think so. And then move these into the woods. So they have at least some decent protection, and I can hope that the fort actually goes and attack one of these. It's unlikely they will. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in there. As usual with these missions, I don't have infinite time, so I do need to set myself some targets here. Moving up here will then allow me to shell there on this. 1, 2, 3. As long as I stay out of range of this thing, I should be fine. Sure. Unfortunately, also, yeah, I can move in here to attack that. Sure, like some of these guys just, they can't really do a whole lot right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not bad actually. I'm, to be honest, quite happy with that outcome. Take the city. Destroy the strong point. I guess they can just regain ammunition, but I need to move these guys up anyway after this. Well, I'll just see. So they didn't even attack, which I think is more surprising. First things first. It's a good hit. Very pleased with that. I'll destroy it. I might even destroy it on this turn, because then these guys can take that fortification hex. Next up, there's also nothing that shelled me from there, so that leads me to think that they're just fortifications. Yeah, there are. Light cavalry, huh? Definitely want to put some hits on that. Like, the bunker is pretty much inconsequential as long as I don't actually sit right next to it. There are 3 currently. Could get them to 2, but they will never retreat anyway. So, ugh, that's miserable. Alright. Bring out the heavy guns then. Yeah, unfortunately I have to use older deer here then, just to clear them out. Let's see if I can get some decent suppression on this thing, because it might be that I still get a good hit in, but I don't know. Sure. Because now I get to do, like, these guys also can reach me. Oh wait, they can. Well, 6 defense, 9 defense. I would have to rely on them being static. Which is risky, but they haven't moved out before. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they definitely could have attacked me already. Now, if that's not one of the saddest thing in the world, I would have destroyed this bunker otherwise, but now I don't. Well, that's unfortunate, really. I guess I'll shell it in the hopes of dealing damage, but it didn't work. Too far for the airfield. Alright, I'm moving you here anyway. That's a bit of a disappointment. I can move here, but that ain't happening. Then the cavalry will just go around, or either of these units attacks me. That's terrible. I can keep you around here. Ugh. Yeah, not particularly happy with that. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Getting in there, taking the fortifications. So okay, bunker down. 1, 2, 3. As long as I stay out of range, I should be good here. So let's shell you. Use the grenadiers to push them in here and then destroy them. Or not. Do I have a bomber left? It does not look like it. I 1, 2, 3. Okay. One, 2, 3. Okay, good. Like I said earlier, as long as I stay out of range of this thing, I'm not too concerned. I don't really like this defense, but I will suffice. All right, let's do a bit of scouting here. Nothing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That went fairly well. So I guess I'll remove some more mines. Lovely. Yeah, that's a classic. Okay, so I can't move them there. Let's just go and attack here first then. So these guys didn't seem to be too aggressive. One, 2, 3. Okay, as long as let's do some scouting here. So they have another artillery right next to it. It's good to know. Definitely just going for this strong point here. And take this. So these guys are blocked at least from moving in there. Yeah, let's move you in here. I'm a bit picky with my artillery placement. 1, 2, 3, okay. Sure. Don't think these guys will get aggressive, to be honest. They don't seem like the type. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so actually I need to move this infantry here and see how much damage I get to do against that thing. Yeah, my positions here are secure. And I kinda... ain't nothing else useful that I can bomb, so might just as well. So these, they can now easily go down and start shelling whatever I need down here too. And there are a few things. So cavalry ain't one of them. Pretty easy to defeat. Okay. So I would think they can hit back. Terrain cap. You guys it is. I'm sure there might be more mines along this road, but I don't see them now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I actually have a pretty decent hit in. The only unfortunate thing is that they can see... Oh, I can shell from here, of course. Yeah, they can't see this thing from here, so that's really good. Nice. And because the tank move out, I don't have to worry about the shelling around there. Okay, so it's actually starting to look pretty decent. Yeah, let's wait with bombing that. Because... kinda need to bomb here. So that I get to finish it off, hopefully. That was the hope with the infantry now. I'll do it with Oladir. So this area is now blocked. The question is, will they have anti-aircraft there? I would kind of need to move you down, but I think for now, yeah, I can't get too close to this thing for now. Like, what I need to do is I kind of need to use something. Like, I need Strat bombers in order to lower its ammunition, like I'm gonna try and do here. But right, going in here is fine for now. So is taking this hex. And this one. So then basically I'm just doing a prestige grab for this turn. One, two, three, four. Well, better just restock on ammo then. So now is as good a time to do that as any. I'm gonna use the auxiliary infantry to walk along this path. There don't seem to be mines here, but there might be around here. Okay, the only thing now is, what am I gonna bomb next? So I could soften defenses on this thing. Infantry. So then at least it'll be easier to assault on the next turn. I still want these guys down here. And as for you, attacking here is no use, so I'll give you fuel and ammo. Okay. Guess they didn't feel like attacking my recon in the fortifications. Huh. Out of ammo. Well, well, well. Did they just decide to repair that? Yeah. Yes, so what I'm gonna need to start doing here is bomb it the first time, and then the next turn, like I need to put a unit in there that they can bomb, like these, and then they won't refuel. Let's send you already back, because they'll just shell my my engineers here. They won't refuel. Then I'll bomb them again, and they'll be left with 1 ammo. Yeah, that's basically how I'm supposed to do that. Okay, so there's no more infantry in the way. I could attack this, but they'd have a pretty high chance of dealing some damage to it. That's fine though. Unless you get nothing in return. Well, that sucks. Now even more so. Man. That was a quite unfavorable engagement. Yeah, destroying that, not looking forward to that just yet. Might go after these next turn. But for now, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I just kind of need to wait for that engagement. While moving my infantry up. So I just kind of need one to position myself so I get to attack this with as many things as possible on the next turn. Or on the appropriate turn, that is. They could move forward and shell that, but then they get destroyed. Yeah. Alright, down here. Going after the next fort. Nice. Like I said, I actually want to... There we are. Okay, spotted those in time. Ten, 6. Kind of wish those odds were a little better. Also seems like these guys are not very inclined to move. And destroying recons like this is pretty important, I think. Ugh. Especially, let's see, so that the enemy can't really see my units. Like here, I'm hidden again. Which is quite beneficial, naturally. Yeah, so not going after that fort just yet. What I'm gonna do from next turn, yeah, let's give you ammo. So starting from next turn, I can bomb it and then put a unit in range. One, two, three, yeah. For now, I just grab this. You in here. This is blocked off, so I can move in the artillery. You need fuel and ammo. You'll get fuel and ammo. So that's fine for the position down here. I'm a bit split between this and this, but it's because the enemy is mostly static, that works out just fine. No major concerns there. The only concern is for this unit here. Okay. Really? How'd they just see that? Like, I don't think they could have seen that, but fine. Yeah, that was an unfortunate engagement there. Just as much here. Just out of range, huh? Just when you need them. Okay. Wow, really? Like, how did they see this? There's no bunker. Yeah, it must be messed up. Question is though, with what do I go in? I think that if I... Yeah, I'm probably still best off just to attack this. I'm a bit afraid that if I don't, they'll attack with all these guys and in a bit of trouble. Let's wait on that for a bit. I actually want to retreat and try to ambush them. Because also with these guys, I don't think... Like, I really don't know whether they would give support or not. So let's just shell them now. Just do a bit of damage. Move back, you back. Even against Kersher, they're pretty rough. So hopefully this will see some ambush. Well, they will probably just take it, actually. But then at least I can bomb them as well next turn. So that would be pretty good. Yeah, so then I can just bomb them next turn and don't need to worry. Let's see if I can get some damage off. Great, it worked out well. You're getting fuel and ammo. Yeah, so you're out of ammo entirely. It's just, I can't, there's the airfield, okay. Well, I kind of have to go in now anyway, so I might just as well. As long as my artillery is out of sight. Yeah. So my idea is to at least make it so that the auxiliary units are the best target here. I guess they could still go for this Pioneer, but maybe if they see that they can destroy this one strength, they might go for that. One, two, three, four, five. Let's attack. I really hate artillery hits like that. I really do. Yeah, so I'm gonna move these guys out in the open to make them a juicy target. And then next turn I'm ready to bomb there. Let's move you guys here though, so at least I'm well protected while I'm doing this. And I'm gonna shell them again. Alright, second time, no luck. Yeah, let's shuffle you around. Alright. Great. And no rain. That's real good. So now they should have only one more ammo. Yeah. So if I run into some mines, then I guess then I will have to sacrifice some damage on one of my own units. Try to keep that damage as low as possible. Alright, first fortress. Oh, really? Like that? Oh. Wow. That was a mess. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing here, but I guess there's not. I'm gonna use the recon there then. Let's pull back again a little bit, just to make sure we don't get attacked, like I said before. Okay, here. You're out of ammo now. Okay, what I'll do is I'll push them into that hex. Shell them. And well, they can still see the infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, so they could attack it at that point. So the question is, what do I want to put there? No, I don't think I want to put Oladier there. I don't have protection on that hex. So I'd rather do it like this and then just keep my artillery protection. And they can't move through here, so at least I have artillery coverage on these two tanks now. So that should work out fine. Okay, so dropping the load. They're down to 1 ammo. And let's go after these guys too now. So I cannot move in here and attack this. That would be ideal to attack this unit. But then I would need to destroy the tank. And pushing it back also doesn't help. Like, I need to actually destroy it. Well, that's not gonna happen. Unless I push it down there. Then I need to double suppress it. Move Oladier. Attack, push it in there. And then use... what? Oh yeah, they already attacked. Yeah, great job. Sure. Guess it's better to just wait there then and just see how that rolls off. Yeah, I guess so. 8-4 and you're still taking damage, huh? Well. Let's see how I'm gonna approach this. I guess making ready to attack this infantry. So I can move down and down. Oh no, I can't. I have to be careful with that. Okay. Since I'm ready there, I might as well start moving down again. Not really anything I need to bomb up here, and this is the long range one, so I'm gonna move you out here, so I might get to attack some of the tanks next turn. Yeah. They didn't attack though, and they wasted their ammo on that thing. Great. Absolutely perfect. Right, so I had a little bit of a mishap down there with their tanks, but that's all over now. Okay, so they're out of ammo. And that means, come on, 8-6. Oh, it will have to do. We also don't have that many turns left, so kinda need to hurry a bit. You're going to an airfield. So, and they would be having 3 ammo. Yeah, definitely attacking this. Don't want it regaining any ammunition now. Okay, but my business out here. Definitely going after the char. It's a bit of an issue, this thing. I'll push it down here and then destroy it with the infantry. At least I hope. Now, why can't you go in there, huh? It's like they don't wanna, but there's a road here. It's just the movement in this game is just so confusing to me sometimes. It's just I really don't get it. It's like, why wouldn't you move through this here road? Do they still count it as 2 because it's labeled as a forced hex and I'm moving on to the forced hex? I guess it is. Then this would be 1 because fortification is 1. Okay, I guess that's how it works then. Yeah, I kinda just want to destroy this then though. And block that. Like if I'm doing it like this, they won't recover, so that would be good. And I don't see them doing a whole lot of damage against the Panzer II. Not ideal though. You can go here. Alright. Take the city. Move back. You back. You getting fuel and ammo. And I guess I start preparing for an assault on that. They probably have anti-aircraft guns, so it's my job to find out where they're gonna be. Alright, let's move you in here for now. Yeah, they'll be blocked here or here. Okay. There's nothing they can bomb this turn. If they have anti-aircraft here, they might move here and then here, and they might have more than just one. So there's no way I can bomb there. But, oh yeah, you moved already this turn. Okay, let's... Kind of forgot. You, however, there's no anti-aircraft there. If there's one, nah, I can bomb. Okay. So next time I can move you up and you down and attack. What was that? No, okay. Nothing, but it's raining. Okay, finally the char is gone. Man. Okay, how these guys got fuel and ammo again is beyond me, but... So second one down. Okay, so let's go and check out how much anti-aircraft defenses they really have and what we can do against them. I do want to at least send out some of these down here too. I'm gonna use also, or I'm gonna also move some infantry by truck. So I can still take that city. I'd assume they might have infantry here, but I don't think they have any more. Yeah, they probably don't have anything more except that. So I can dig these out with fighters, but then I definitely want some of these guys here. They might just go and repair, so that would be very useful for me as well. And these guys are already dug out, so moving in here. You better just get fuel and ammo for this turn, so they don't need it anymore at all. One, two, three. Yeah, I'm still fine. let's move you to the side. Like, I'm not gonna finish these guys off now, but weakening them enough so I can attack them later. So I'm moving you here so that I can move down on the next turn and attack whatever is there, which I can't see yet. And they shouldn't be able to see that, I think. And even if they do, it's an auxiliary. It's not the end of the world. You have range of 4, so moving in here so I can shell that. Yeah. They... Didn't rightly expect them to attack there. At least this is an auxiliary. And it removes them from whatever entrenchments they had before. So that works. And it's clear terrain. So they currently have 1 anti-aircraft, which is out here. Yeah, dealing with the city is going to be a bit more difficult. They also have an artillery there. Let's start digging out this infantry. I'm a bit concerned about this artillery attacking here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna block that and move you in here. So that next turn I might even be able to damage and or destroy that. They must have like 100% chance for rugged defense, yeah. Not attacking there. Alright. So I kinda need to go and clear the fort as well. It's just exposed me to so much artillery. Okay. I think dealing with that is critical. The dangerous thing here is that I also need to stay out of range of that artillery. Although going in here would put me in range of it. But I think it's still better for me to do this. Breaking through here is 1 turn. Nah. Finishing off the Hotchkiss. Oh, right. That is, of course, the movement it's gonna make. Well, definitely just attacking there then. So at this point, I guess they'll likely go after the engineers and attack that. If I move in here, these guys could attack. That's also unfortunate. What I do want to do here, though, is shell them and destroy them. So those guys are gone. Okay, maybe I should just leave these alone for this turn. The next turn I can shell that again. Just start digging out these guys for now. It's a good hit though. Need to stay out of range of that. So would they go down? But if they do, that would be really good for me, I think. I can try. Just try to make them go there. Yeah, I can see myself doing that. So they did go down, huh? Moving back. Don't like that rain coming up again. Okay, so we know that that anti-aircraft is down 1 hex. I will... Let's see. Still need to destroy this at that point. Alright, that's a good hit. Really? It's like, come on. Like I said, I get really annoyed by attacks like that. Just really have very low tolerance for low hit attacks. Guess I should have suppressed it. But it's just alright, surrender. So the next turn I can destroy this, take that down. There's no need to finish that off, really. Yeah, so I deal with everything up here now. Move here. Tag them. Finish those guys off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, they would move into the swamp unless I attack from here, but then I'm exposed there. Had I done good damage there, I might have been able to finish them off regardless, but now the damage is certainly not good enough. However, I will still going to attack. I don't think they're gonna attack these, to be honest. Like, I don't think they'll go out of those entrenchments. We'll see. Yeah, they can definitely get closer. Not here though. Do need to give my units an escape path if they get hit. Move you in here. Still have these. Well, no matter what they do, they can't bomb out here. Or they can't use anti-aircraft there. Nor are they likely to be able to go up again. Wow. Some crazy damage. And they started buying units. Let me just stop it with the 4% hits, like. That would be nice. No. I was really hoping to be able to destroy this though, because, come on, yes, perfect. And I can move in here and you in here. Because I need to start preventing them from buying units. If they are starting to buy trash like this now, it's just gonna be an issue in the future. So I just need to deal with that. Also, kind of need to start exposing these guys, so indeed the AI will bomb that. And they can still buy units here and here, so I need to get there fast. As well. Alright, so I took that city. Get out of there. Over here. Do I attack? I think I do. That way I'm setting myself up on an attack down here for the next turn. I know they have infantry here, but then I would be able to dig those out. And hopefully then I can prevent them from buying any more troops. Yep. They're now out of ammo. So they will have to recover. They can't shell my unit. No, they can still buy troops here, even if I move in here. It does look very good. Yeah, I'm gonna gamble a bit. I'm gonna say they're gonna be fine. They're gonna attack one of those infantry, and they're in the fortifications. So I think it will work out. Well, the enemy shouldn't be able to see it either, I think. Okay. Oh, they did went for it. Well, they can buy a new unit. I guess that's their idea, probably. Okay, so... Ten 6, huh? This will push him down. Do I want to send you down? Yes, I do. I still have 5 entrenchments though, so there's no way I'm making them surrender. But... I I need to fully suppress this. Okay. So I can destroy that whenever I please, but just need to be careful. Oh, you're still losing because of that anti-aircraft gun? Okay. Pushing you up. Really? They took this? That's what they did. Means I kinda have to go after that. That sounds silly, but I don't think it is. Only 1-4. Let's make sure this thing has only 1 ammo. Good. Bomb that. Go in here. Finish that off. Moving that in here is a bit dangerous with the AT gun, but I might destroy that already. I'm actually gonna shell these so I can push them back onto the river hex. So now I can move you up. Yeah, can I attack it? I guess. It's way better to attack this than a weakened anti-aircraft. And now I'll just attack this, because if it's only 1 damage, well, actually it's better just to attack here, I think, because there's a chance it might go for my auxiliary, which I want, and if I attack it now, it will still just regain its ammunition on the next turn. So then, yeah, it won't attack any of my other units, but well, it might also go for the artillery, and then I'll take more damage, but yeah, it's a bit of a gamble there. But life is a gamble, just like this is a gamble, and not a great one either. Come on, man. It's like, really, game? Do you really need to do this? It's this kind of mess. I don't even want to move in there. Do I have a unit here, so there's no reason for me to move in there. I guess there kinda is. Do need to block my artillery from taking damage. Yep, I knew it. I was attacking them and I was like, nope, this is not gonna go well. And I was right. It was a complete disaster. Yep, I should not have done that. Sometimes you look at the odds and you're like, you just know that this cannot be right. Like that's the case here. I was seeing those odds 0-3 and I was like, I really shouldn't do this. Like it did not end well. So shows you should not trust those odds. You shouldn't. Alright, moving on to the bridge and attacking these guys. Yeah, definitely not trusting those odds ever again, because you're just gonna end up miserable. Yeah, going for the artillery, so maybe it would have been better. Yeah. They cannot buy anything. It's rainy, but I don't care. I already took this hex before, so it's not really a thing, but sure. These guys take pretty long to dig out. But as long as I have my unit here and they can't buy anything, it's not an issue. I do have plenty of time here, so just need to make sure I don't actually take that hex. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so let's move you down. Well, not attacking there though. Just making sure my air force is in the right place and making sure I don't get sniped by whatever. Right, they don't have any. No, good. Okay. I got really scared there for a second. I should use the bomber and then all available artillery whenever applicable. So who do I want to give the... yeah, actually I want to also give Oladier the experience because they need it, unfortunately. Just thinking that it would be nice to actually destroy it. Right, let's set myself up. Doesn't really matter, I think. But might just as well. So I think overall it went fairly reasonable, this mission. I got a few hits here and there, like on this tank and this tank, because of that enemy counteroffensive which came from there, and then of course also the hit with the artillery. I think the hit with the artillery, I definitely could have prevented that. So I guess that was kind of a mistake, but that's pretty much the only thing that really went awry. Like, I got a bad roll here, but overall I think I'll be fine. Might finally keep Großdeutschland over 2 stars. These guys won't be, but yeah, that concludes the 1940 campaign. And take a look at the battlefield. There's nothing there. They still had these 2 infantry, like I imagined they would, but there really was no reason to dig them out once you take this city. It's like, well, why would I do that? Especially since you need your time up near Metz anyway. So yeah, I will of course be repairing my units in 1941. What I'll probably do is I will probably start that briefing and then go into the deployment screen there. Once I'm in the deployment screen, I'll probably just save, and then I'll start renaming my units. So and you know, making some preparations for the upgrades in 1941. And the renaming, because I already said that I would switch up the 7th Panzer Division for the 3rd Panzer Division, which I'll be taking with me throughout 1941, 42, 43, etc., etc. I decided not to use the units as they were historically present for every battle, because I think it's too much of a hassle, and I think most of the challenge comes from the representation of an actual Panzer Corps. So I decided to go for 2 Panzer divisions, which fought in many of the battles, but not necessarily all of them. But that were on the Eastern Front most of the time. For example, 1st Panzer started Barbarossa in Army Group North, and not Army Group Center. They actually spearheaded indeed there. But then 1st Panzer got called to Army Group Center for the attack on Moscow. And 1st Panzer was actually the one that got closest to Moscow, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Panzer Division that got closest. So, you know, they were at Vyazma and at then I guess Moscow after that. They kind of got recalled after early 42. No, actually not. No, they fought in the battles of Rzhev. That's what it was. They fought at the battles of Rzhev, so we won't be seeing them there either then. And then they got recalled after Rzhev because they got heavily mauled there. And then they came back after Kursk. But from Kursk, they were mostly on the Eastern Front after that. They fought in the south. So most of the battles in 44 are in the south. Then Barbarossa. But in Barbarossa, there's actually only 1 Panzer Division in the entire Army Group Center. I believe it was in the 9th Army. It's either 18th or 19th Panzer Division, but there was only one Panzer Division in the entire Armor Group Center, so it would be hard to represent something there. But I think that representing 1st Panzer is still fine. Like, they didn't do anything in Warsaw. Well, they fought in the south again. And then afterwards, they still fought in Poland, and they actually fought in Lake Balaton as well, and things like that. So they were very prevalent on the Eastern Front. And the same goes for 3rd Panzer, which did fight in the Battle for Moscow as well. But they actually fought in Army Group Center from the start. So they were there all the way. Minsk, Smolensk, Kiev, then Moscow indeed. Then they did fight in the Second Battle of Kharkov. They fought in Case Blue as well. Only they went to the Caucasus, not to Stalingrad, I believe. But they were still in Case Blue. Then they fought in the Battle of Kursk, 3rd Panzer at least. Yeah, so after Kursk, they also fought in the south. And so I'm definitely going to go for the Romanian battles instead of going to the north. And then afterwards also, indeed, they fought, I believe, in Poland, and later on in the Lake Balaton battles and such. But definitely keeping 3rd Panzer then. I might still think about 1st Panzer. I might switch that up, but 3rd Panzer is pretty much there all the way. So I'm 100% sure, at the very least, I'm going to make sure that 3rd Panzer is there all the way. And of course, Großdeutschland also fought in most of the battles in Army Group Center, 1941, 42. They fought in Case Blue, but then they were held in reserve because they got mauled, and because they got too damaged, they got sent back to France, where they were re-equipped. Then they got sent back to Germany for Case Blue, for Operation Citadel. So they were also there for 1943. So I think representing Großdeutschland is good as well. Either way, let's just go to the briefing, and yeah, I'll be talking more about this stuff in Start 1941. A fantastic victory, Herr General. Your successes in France have finally brought our old enemy to our knees. Not only have you achieved this victory in a mere matter of weeks, but at a greatly reduced loss of life compared to the Great War. Before you're deployed in future campaigns, I'm to inform you that you and your men are being rotated back to Germany for rest and refitting. This period of downtime will not last indefinitely, however, so be prepared to be called to duty again soon. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you all in Grand Campaign 41. Bye bye.